Hello and welcome to another Learn, Practice, Play. Today we're going to talk about toilet training and some of the methods that are out there and promoted and let you think about what's going to work best for you and your child. And so here we go. The first method I'm going to talk about is called child-oriented or the Brazelton approach or method. And the big thing that you need to keep in mind while we're talking about this approach is that Dr. Brazelton endorsed Pampers, which had just come out with a larger pair of diapers for those children over 35 pounds. So keep that in mind while we're talking about his method, because it matters, right? Because it's a bias and it's something that you need to know. All right, step one in this method is to have your child sit on the potty fully clothed. When they're fully clothed, they feel comfortable, it's not cold and scary. Some parents choose to read a short book while they're sitting there so that they can kind of relax on the potty. You could always sing a song or two. Kids love to sing, and Itsy Bitsy Spider or other finger plays are fun to do while you're sitting there enjoying the potty as a new experience. 18 months is about the age that Dr. Brazelton suggested you start this. But as you will see, the age is flexible. Step two, once your child has gotten used to being on the potty, has been sitting on the potty with their clothes on, knows what it is, then step two is have your child sit on the potty with their pants and their diapers off and tell them good job. They did mention in the reading I did that sometimes parents have gotten too enthusiastic and frightened their child instead of feeling encouraged, that they were sort of put off. So that's something I would mention, that you want to be both enthusiastic and moderate. You know your child. Are they going to get excited or are they going to get fearful? All right, step three. When your child poops, empty the diaper into the potty and have your child sit on the potty and explain that poop and pee go in the potty. Step four, your child goes diaperless for short periods of time and is encouraged to use the potty independently. And finally, if at any point in this type of training that your child resists going to the potty, they say to stop training completely for 1 to 2 months and then start over again at the first step of sitting your child on the potty fully clothed. So that is the child-oriented method. Now let's go on to the next method, which is fast potty training, sometimes referred to as potty boot camp. Now the book on the screen here, whoops, there, is called Oh Crap Potty Training, and it's an updated method, version of this method, which came out, I want to say 67. So this is an updated version now. This just came out. This Oh Crap Potty Training book came out 2 years ago, last year. You are welcome to borrow it from the library. I would not consider that a biased thing because it's free to you, and I would encourage you to look at your local library if you don't want to use or cannot use the Berthoud Community Library. Go ahead and check it out if this sounds like a good method to you. So, the first part of this method is clear your schedule. Make sure you are doing absolutely nothing for at least 3 days. In this approach, you and your partner focus on potty training your child between 3 and 7 days, and like that is all you're doing. That's it. You're not going anywhere. Do not try this, if anything else is happening, not around the holidays, I wouldn't suggest. Maybe over summer break, because you start out with your child naked. You keep a close eye on them all day, and you run them to the potty if you see they need it. So this is basically trying to make that connection as fast as possible, and consistently, and that's why you have to do it consistently for at least 3 days, probably a week, for it really to sink in. And finally, the final method is to allow your child to train themselves. So this method is suggested for those kids that have older siblings. Those kiddos see their older siblings going potty and they want to go, and they're very motivated to train themselves. Yeah. Finally, I want to mention a couple things about setbacks while you're potty training. They are A, not the end of the world, and B, really to be expected. Accidents happen, and the best way to avoid them is to prepare for them. Mentally prepare, but also physically prepare. Make sure your child goes to the bathroom before you leave the house. Make sure you're paying attention to your child when you're out and about. At one point, I was working in a bookstore, and a mom had her child with her, and she was talking to another adult, and she was not paying attention to her child, and her child tried to tell her that they needed to go potty, and mom was not listening to her, and they had an accident in my store. So be aware they happen. Be aware that when your child is telling you they need to go potty, get them to a potty, please. And know that unless there's a serious problem, toilet training happens, and you don't need to give it more stress and attention than it needs. Sometimes you just need to step back and take a deep breath. So that has been my Learn, Practice, Play for today. So good luck, and remember, make it fun. This is Learn, Practice, Play. Think about what method you'd like to use with your child and practice it and play with it, and potty training will come. Good luck and take care.